Hey James, what's going on, big fella? Just tagging everyone in so that we can see what's going on. I just need to fix the focus on this, and then I am 100% ready to go. And we are good to go. Alrighty guys, I hope you're all doing really well. I feel as though I haven't been in the breaker's seat for a couple of weeks now, which isn't entirely untrue. We have had a couple of really slow weeks, and we actually pulled our first break for our first break ever. So I think that was a really good experience for us to go through, because I think, so far we've been, really blessed, without having to have that happen to us. And Martin and I have had a lot of discussion about, what we'll be doing sort of moving forward. But look, I don't think the price was too bad. I don't think that the product was particularly bad. To be honest, I think it's a lot to do with timing. I think at the moment, a lot of people are just interested in doing, current products. So I think that we're going to be considering that a lot as we're sort of moving forward, and we'll sort of save up some of that sort of older stock for later in the season and off season. So, and when I mean off season, I don't actually mean the NBA off season anymore. I really mean like the Panini cycle. Hey, Michael Kennedy, what's going on, mate? So yeah, this is a Hoops Christmas box. Probably a little bit of an underrated product. They do have Christmas variants on the cards. The other thing they have last year, which was probably one of my favorite cards, I would put that into my top 5 last year, was this, that's an empty box, lads, was this really ugly Christmas sweater card that they did, and it was just so hideous. It was really good. So yeah, here's hoping that we hit one of those again. We did one of these last year as like, I chucked it in as like a bonus box. I think we hit a Zion patch out of it, or it was Zion something. So yeah, we've done pretty well out of these. Yeah, look, resale on these, in terms of like 12 months resale, if you are looking at holding, sort of stock, look on David Adams what these are reselling for last year's. They are just like absolutely through the roof. I wouldn't recommend buying them at that price now, but if you are buying them, at current price and putting them away, definitely this is like a nice little keeper. Personally, I would bust them. They're perfect for little breaks like this. Nice little volume of cards. And I think that's enough about product, to be honest. Let's talk a little bit of hoops. The Ringer did a article of the top 25 players currently. That is definitely a fat pack. So we've got a relic card in there. They did the top 25 players. They had Julius Randle at 20th, which I'm like, I'm not up in arms, lads, but I'm completely, I can't disagree with it more. They had Paul George like 7th or something like that. And what's going on, big fella? How are you, mate? Yeah, I cannot like disagree with that anymore. I think maybe a problem they had with that article is the way that they defined so that is the Christmas variant straight up. Okay, great. So I'm going to put that aside to be penny sleeved. This is a bit different to last year. It looks like every card is the Christmas variant. Okay, cool. That's interesting. I thought last year it was more like an insert set. Okay, lit. So basically you could get the entire set of this as the Christmas variants. Yeah, I would probably say, anyway, back to that Ringer article, I would say probably, like in my mind, a problem with that article is just like the way they defined, you know, what is like the best player. Here we go, LBJ on the Christmas card. So that is going to, that was a trade. Martin traded, I think that's a Shane Morris. Congratulations, Shane. Nice little trade there, mate. Big fella, Jared Allen, and our first short print is Miles Bridges on the purple. That is unnumbered. And they put LeBron in it too, but I gotta be honest with you guys, I wouldn't probably put LeBron like top 10 this year. I think the amount of time that he's missed, he's decreasing minutes, he's sort of decreasing overall, you know, productivity. But don't get me wrong, if I'm picking a player to help me win in the playoffs, 100% I'm going with LeBron. You know, let's not mince words here. But in terms of like this current season's, you know, productivity, like you got to be joking that LeBron is number 2. Alrighty, Cole Anthony on the rookie card and our first slam card, and I'm probably guessing our only. Anthony Davis. Some old school New Orleans. He looks so young there. These cards are just like made for someone of my like age group that had those magazines literally just like stacked up next to his bed at night. It actually half made me think about resubscribing to their magazine, to be honest. If you want anything top-loaded, lads, just drop a comment. If you want anything penny sleeve too, that's yours, just let me know. I'm more than happy to penny sleeve it. Alrighty, stack number 2. Joker. I had Joker at number 1, which is absolutely on point. So Kevin Porter has been on my mind a lot lately. That whole thing of him being basically like on a fire sale, just traded away pretty much for nothing to Houston and then dropping 50. Like that's a hell of a story. Sorry, Em. I know this might be a little bit raw for you, mate, but it kind of makes me think a little bit about sort of next year and like where that's all heading for the Rockets. And then fantasy wise too, like where is he gonna go? I mean, like he would be like surely top 20, right? And now my fantasy season is done and dusted. I didn't even make our little like our finals, to be honest. I think I dropped the ball on Westbrook. I completely dropped the ball. Well, I was going to say on his teammate, but I also dropped the ball on this guy. He was really good this year. But my team was just absolutely like just destroyed by injuries. Oof, this has been a nice little box so far. We got a little banger coming up. Here we go. Oh, that's really cool. So that is actually a Chinese New Year. So that's not, it's not the, there's like sort of a holo version of this. That's not the holo, but it is the Christmas version. That's awesome. That actually looks really cool. Alrighty, congratulations to the pals. Who pulled the pals? That's Jerome. Congratulations, man. Welcome aboard. Yeah, totally right, Em. They did need to move him. They probably did the right thing. Like they've got a really young locker room. Isaacs, Oubre, that's a pretty sick card. That looks like a big fella. A little bang. Willie Colley, Tyler Bay, and an insert. That's going to the Kings. That's a nice one. Haliburton. Kings, that's Jerome. Congratulations, man. So I think this year's playoffs is going to be awesome. I think the play-in tournament is just an absolute home run. I know LeBron was kicking off about that, moaning about it. I did like the sort of the cross post about how sort of 2 years ago he'd endorsed it and now he's like saying that he didn't. That was quite nice. Let's go into the Cavs. Kevin Porter, that deserves a penny sleeve. He's moved up that much in the card collecting world. Westbrook, the triple double man. Yeah, I really like the idea of the Lakers being in the play-in tournament. I like that Golden State's going to be there, so they've got that. I think that's really good. Sort of, LeBron versus Curry again after all those like final series that they had. That's going to be, if they play in a single game elimination, that will be awesome. I think the Spurs is nice being with there. Look, I'm a fan of the Spurs. They just play basketball the right way. Pops is just an amazing coach. Alrighty, we got something shiny coming up, guys. So hopefully it's something nice. Alrighty, Karis LeVert. Alright, what do we got? Okay, 3 cards away. Well, congrats, James. That's awesome, mate. If you picked them up for not much, ask M if he thinks if you should sell them now or you should hold them, mate. Alrighty, we have got that's a holo. That's going to Portland. That's a really nice little card. Again, Jerome. We basically bought 33% of this box. I suppose I shouldn't be too surprised to be calling out his name every third card. But yeah, congrats, man. I'll check that into a top loader. We've got a few Portland fans on the site, mate, so if you do want to flip that, join our chat group, mate. And I have to admit, I actually haven't watched any of these boxes being opened, but I'm hoping that they do have the ugly sweaters, because they were just, they were one of my favorite cards last year. Sadiq Bey was absolutely lighting it up this year from 3. Yeah, man, sweet as. Totally fine, mate. Welcome. Yes, I think the play-in's going to be good, and the playoffs are looking, just as good. I think the East has been really interesting this year, because I think, the Knicks have taken everyone by surprise. The Hawks have taken everyone by surprise. And I think just having those sort of 2 extra strong teams is just going to make it a whole lot more interesting. I really think, really the last couple of years, the first round of the East has just been a bit of a cakewalk. It's been a bit of a write-off, but it's definitely not going to be the case this year. And, the Bucks are awesome. The Nets are awesome. Philly is really, really good. So I think it's not a guarantee that someone from the West is going to just, take the whole lot. And I think that, look, I've spoken a lot about this, just my sort of general fandom of the NBA. Like, for me, it just makes it a much more interesting, experience for me. So, yeah, look, I just can't wait. I'm a little bit behind. There was a Brooklyn game that I'm pretty keen to watch today. I haven't really sat down and watched a full game for a couple of weeks now. I've been sort of watching bits and pieces here and there, but yeah, I got to get back to it. Alrighty, Anthony Edwards. Let's go into the Wolves' number one pick. Who's got the Wolves? That's Jerome again, man. Congrats. I'm just going to have a quick break, lads. I just need to grab some penny sleeves. I'm completely out. There's no one at the door, lads. Alrighty. Yeah, man. What did you get, Em? You bought a Okora a couple of weeks ago. What'd you get? I've been buying a little bit of Haliburton this year, but I'm not going to lie to you. That's a purple short print. That's going to the Clips. It's just like the prices are really crazy this year. Like, I was probably buying, last year a card every day or every second day, but I'm like one card a week, one card every second week at the moment. It's just absolutely nuts. Okoro's pretty good, man. Yeah, he's going to be good. I think he's going to be good in like 2 years, though. I don't think he's ready yet. I think he's really lucky that he's playing in a team that, is prepared to sort of give him time and grow. And I'm a little bit surprised that Kevin Love is still on that team, to be honest. Either they didn't get what they wanted, or they literally couldn't trade him away just because of his like contract value. That's going to the Nets. KD on the number plate. I've had Okoro on my fantasy team this year, but I got to be honest with you, he's for the amount of minutes that he's actually been playing in his output, it's like, it's not awesome. Alrighty, guys, we are after our last packet, so good luck, everyone. It's been a nice little break so far. We've got a jersey swap coming up. I saw the edge of that, so that's awesome. Alrighty, I will try my best to do this reveal as best as I can. Patty, Siku, Nicola, Rubio, Culver on the second year. I think we got this back to front, so I'm going to flip this over. Alrighty. Our patch is going to the Warriors. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. James Wiseman. Going to the Warriors. Alrighty. Who's got Warriors? Is it going to be Jerome again? Hawks, Pistons, Damo, Wizards, no. Bulls, Hornets, Grizzlies, Nets. Warriors, M. Congratulations, M, mate. That's pretty nice. And to be honest, I wouldn't even call that patch ugly, M. That's just a nice patch. My problem is in Australia is like you can't exactly walk around, at Christmas time in these like ugly sweaters. And then if you're wearing like, in June, a Christmas top. You just look like a bit of a goose, you know. As much as I'd love to have one of these. I'll just check to see if that's numbered. Sorry lads, I didn't do that. Alrighty, no, it's unnumbered. Oh yeah, I like this disclaimer they've got now. The enclosed, officially licensed material is not associated with any specific player, game, or event. That's hilarious. They must have had a lawsuit for that, seriously, for them to like have to be that specific about the, you know, sort of the comings and goings with that. That's quite funny. Alrighty, this is our last card that we're going to sleeve. I'll do a recap, and then actually I've got some of my own packets to open today, so if you guys are interested in sticking around to see some Donruss get busted, please do. But if you don't, thank you again very much for the break. Our next break is going to be either Revolution and Certified, or it's going to be Donruss. I didn't think I was going to be getting any Donruss, and actually some got literally gifted to me, so you know, we're gonna bust it. I also did buy on a hobby box, which is in the States. Christian, thanks man. Yeah, here we go. Recap: Blazers, Holo Lillard, Ant-Man, and the Wiseman jersey. Literally the hottest guy in sports cards at the moment in terms of stock rise. Kevin Porter, rookie Tyler Bay, the Machine, Haliburton, Zion, number plate KD, Fox, Booker, lights, camera, action, Theo, rookie, the number one player in the league at the moment, Joker, second year Jar, lights, camera, action, Christmas, Trey Young, Sadiq Bey, jersey swap, Rui and Watanbe, frequent flyers, Steph, LeBron, Miles Bridges. Why did you get a penny sleeve? I'm going to take that penny sleeve off you, mate. Slam AD, I should put that into a top loader. Cole Anthony, Reggie Jackson on the purple, KD, and Josh Green. Oh, that's why it's a purple. It's a short print. Sorry lads, you get your penny sleeve back. Yeah, so I had a nice little surprise when I went down to EB today. I pre-ordered some Pokemon for my kid like months ago. They never contacted me that it was ready for available, so when I went down to get my hoops, they brought out a massive bag for me. So that was awesome. I was quite happy with that. I always like a nice little surprise. Spice of life, really. In terms of postage, I've already had one mail day request as Damo. I will probably do that tonight. Jerome, you've already paid for postage, mate, so I will definitely do yours tonight. You're going to be my first off the rank. Tomorrow, I'm going to be completely out of action. I've got some family stuff to attend to. But after that, I'll be back on board. Yeah. Alrighty. Wish me luck, lads. I just want one Haliburton out of all this. I don't care about literally any other cards. I just want one Haliburton. If I get a LaMelo, like, whatever. And Chad, I want your Haliburton, that orange one, mate. I'm calling you out. I know you're not listening and or watching. But I gotta put something juicy enough together to get that card off you, mate. Thanks, Em. Appreciate it, man. It's fun to bust a bit of stuff, isn't it? Especially at the prices that they're doing it for too. I mean, I get why people flip this stuff, you know, to make a few bucks or whatever, but geez, at that price, like, just open it, lads. Seriously. What, $10 a packet? Just open it. It's not going to get any cheaper. Alrighty. Let's see what I've got. Alrighty, Jordan Poole. Pascal. Westbrook. Put that aside for you, Jared. Points in the paint. It almost looks like a tie-dyed edition of Steven Adams. Does he even put points in the paint? Precious. Cole Anthony. Tobias. These are nice cards, man. I probably prefer like a thicker card, but these look really good. Alrighty, what have I got? A green Embiid. That's not bad. I get pretty good luck with Embiid, to be honest. I've had a few Embiid bangers over the years. Unnumbered. That's a pretty nice card, though. Just put them away from the break cards so I'm making any stupid mistakes. Caleb. I'm getting like my years twisted up. I thought he was a rookie last year. Harrison. Laxton. Alrighty, I'm probably about like 1/3 of the way through. Quickly, that's not bad. Yay. I saw the purple rookie logo, so I just like flicked it to that. That's awesome. Maybe not quite the Haliburton I was after, but look, that'll keep me happy. Oh man, Sadiq Bey. Yeah. I might get some Sadiq Bey actually. I think that's a nice little PC. I think yeah, I think the Haliburton boat is sailed. Like his prism stuff is just absolutely out of control. Kendrick Nunn, second year. Joker. Otto Porter and a green AD. That's not bad. I've had some good luck so far. Killian. Patrick Williams. Second year hero. That's a nice card. That's a good action shot. I'll talk about nice cards in action shot. That LeBron Prism base that they put together is just like literally perfection. I feel like you could blow that up and, you know, put that picture on your wall. It's just so, it's so good. Has anyone got one of those yet? I've been following some of the sales on eBay, but it's just, yeah, I mean, for a base, I just can't bring myself to do it, you know. I'll penny sleeve these at the end. I'll get through this. Sorry, lads. Alrighty. What do we got here? Zeke. Kira Lewis? So there was a bit of chat on the Ringers group chat today about this guy. They were basically talking about sorry, I lied to you. On the ESPN, they did like a redraft, and they were talking about how they didn't think that Zion would be handling the ball as much as he did. So, because he's more like a sort of handling point guard, not really much of a shooter. Interesting to see if they move him on next year, because it doesn't make sense for him to be on the court at the same time as Zion does it. I liked his game though. I don't think he's like a terrible shooter. I think I mean, it would make, like, if you can get someone in that can shoot, of course that makes a difference, but seems a bit of a, like, knee jerk. Cool. Well, that's not bad. Rookie. And a Haliburton behind that. Alright, I'm happy. From here on out, I'm happy. And I've got a back to front card coming up, so that could be an auto, which would be an absolute... That will be a bang too. Alright. A Koro on the rated rookie. I just hope that Stan Van Gundy survives his contract there. Yeah, that's gonna be an auto. That is too. Beautiful. A Toro, a rookie auto. Beautiful. That's not a bad auto. A little bit of corner damage up there, but oh well. Nice. I just really feel like I don't know if Stan's on a winning streak at the moment, to be honest. I don't know he's not the general manager, but the roster construction, the rotations have been weird. I mean, they've definitely played some progressive basketball, and I think putting the ball into Zion's hand, that has been like, it's genius in some ways, but some of the other stuff that they're running is just like, you know, bordering on idiotic, really. I hope that team gets sorted out, because if it's like this sort of washing machine sort of effect of, like, you know, stars going there and then, you know, just getting like siphoned out to, you know, bigger markets, because Zion was talking about New York the other day, like it was a done deal, you know. Why wasn't that more of a story? I didn't get that. That's awesome. That's a really cool card. I'm gonna chuck that into a penny sleeve. I love those, like. Alrighty, I don't think I've got anything here that's gonna free that Haliburton out of Chad's hands. But that was an absolute blast. Thank you, EB Games. Alrighty, guys, thanks for sticking around. I appreciate it. I'm gonna leave the video running. If you guys want to have a chat to me, drop some comments in. I'm just gonna be penny sleeving these bad boys up. It's gonna be riveting viewing, I'm sure. I'll have to check out how many cards is in this base set, because I feel like I'm just about halfway there already. There's an absolute mozza amount of cards in this. Anyway, bring on the playoffs. This year has been fun, even though it's been incredibly disjointed and irregular and interrupted by COVID. But I mean, it could be worse, right? They've just cancelled the entirety of the IPL. And I also have a funny feeling that there's going to be a few athletes that are going to be stuck over there. A lot of countries are just completely shutting down their borders. Hey Seba, how you doing, man? This was a break. We busted a Hoops Christmas Blaster, and then I picked up my cards from EB today. So I'm just busting out some of my own cards at the end of the break, just for the hell of it, mate. Did you pick up any from EB? They went crazy fast. Like they did two allotments. The second allotments, the blasters went in less than 30 seconds. So who knows, you know, how many they sold in 30 seconds. But yeah, it was a lot. And I think they managed it a lot better, because I think the first allotment they didn't. Or was it the hoops? The hoops didn't have prices. You couldn't buy it online. You had to go in store, and then they didn't know what product was what, and they also didn't know what the final price was going to be, and then they gave some customers, like 10 or 15, and then some customers were allowed to have one. So I think there was sort of like some problems around that too. Yeah, Siba, man, I think the fact there's a lot of Donruss around is because basically everyone has picked up their orders from EB today, man. So I think people will be busting it left, right, and center, just like what I'm doing. Yeah. I had nothing, and then that was really like a massive bang, but that was really, really good fun. That's a nice ED. Nice splattering of rookies. Some Haliburton, which will be going into my PC. Yeah, Zion. Nice little Draymond, of Wiseman. Precious, give that to Martin. Oh, that's why I chucked the Westbrook in this pile. Killian. It was 10 packets of what were they called? I think they were called booster packets or something like that. I think they're just retail packets, man. Yeah, so that was 10 packets of retail. Alrighty guys, that's pretty much me done. I'm going to start sorting out those break cards, which shouldn't take me very long at all. And yeah, that's it. Have a great night, guys, and I'll catch you around the website. See you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.